Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I so look forward to spending time with you guys. And you never disappoint. It's always funny and heartwarming, and you're great. And thank you for being here. Okay, there's stuff going on in the chat. I will just focus on this for a second. Thank you for being here. And when I'm done here, I go down into the description box beneath, and the questions are there. They're there now. The questions for today, you can kind of follow along. But when I'm done here, I go down and I timestamp everything down there so that you can, just look for what you're most interested in. Just go in and go to exactly what you want to look at, and you don't have to mess with anything else. So, but for people who are here, and people watching on replay, do come by. We're really friendly around here, and it's a lot of fun. And I take questions out of the chat. Just put them in all caps. Anything in all caps in the chat, I'll know you're talking to me. And other than that, please just type normally. All right. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate that. 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And that's an ongoing thing. And boy, there's a lot. There's, another day, another dozen questions, 12 at 12 here in Chicago. Woo, man, there's a lot going on. So I'm going to just zip back up here for just a moment and close that. And I'm going to, I know if I scroll back up here, I think I missed the last couple of questions. I'm just going to make sure I grab those. Okay, so I did put that there. Vicky's asking about the translators. Let's have a look. We're looking at Afghanistan today. Number 6. Yikes. Yeah, but we'll add the asking about the translators onto number 6. Oh goodness. Scary. Okay. So that is taken care of. All right. And Janelle is asking, is the DOJ investigating the people who funded January 6th? Let me add that in. And then I just have space for, I have space for 2 more questions. And again, afterward, you'll be able to go down into the chat, or into the description box, rather, to get to the questions. Janelle, will there be any changes to the Supreme Court in the next 6 months? Got that. And there's one more. I just need one more. And then we'll jump in feet first. Steve, IRS is yet to send my refund from April. What's going on with the IRS? That might be, that Steve, that could be, I can't read on your specific situation, but is something going on with the IRS? How is the IRS doing with the new president and are there holdovers? Is it complicated? So, all right, but I've got 12 questions for today, so I will pull out cards, the funny things, the square, the little paper rectangles. And I'm currently trying to find the best place to actually get cards printed and make them available widely. Turning into a much bigger challenge than you might think, because yes, there are several decks I'm designing, so kind of part of what I'm here to do, the graphics thing. Don't know why, just but anyway, thank you. And there's a question about Champ. We'll see if we have time for it. That would be nice. Will Champ get a new brother or sister soon? We'll see. We'll see. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Steve, I'm not the only one. Was meant as a general question for all the same. Oh, I understand, Steve, and you're awesome. You're awesome. There's no problems. Oh, Shays, thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Floating Lotus, Women's Wellness, is saying to Steve, I got my refund a couple of weeks ago. I had to contact my congressman and his staff got on it in late June. Showed up August 5th. I filed May 3rd. Call your Congress critter. I love that. Your Congress critter. I like that. I like that a lot. Your Congress critter. Okay. That's cute. So, we're going to start out with, we've been talking about Rachel Maddow, thinking about leaving MSNBC, which was kind of scary. And then yesterday we looked at her astrology, and it was like, this is not someone retiring. And there's talk that she may want to start her own channel. So I thought we would start today at 7 minutes with Rachel's channel. So I don't I don't like, I don't, how do I put this? Sometimes people don't want me reading on them, and I understand that. Totally understand that. A car just pulled up, and I don't know who that is. Hi, who are you? Car I just don't recognize, just pulled up behind the house. Oh, well, hang on. I see a brother-in-law. I'm going to guess maybe it's a nephew. I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't recognize the car, though. Sorry. I just worry when I don't know when there are people moving around that it's like, who? I'm sorry, who are you? Yes. Brother-in-law and nephew, all is well. Don't recognize the car. I think that must be his new car. Anyway, okay. Dave's saying it would be hilarious if Rachel started reading tarot on YouTube. So not going to happen. Anyway, all right. 8 at 8:30. Yeah, I've got family all around. So anyway. So Rachel Maddow, there's talk that she may want to start her own channel. Generally, when I'm reading on people, unless they are like a politician, if you become a politician, as far as I'm concerned, you have power. You have power over others. You are going to be read on. That's just how it's going to be. Susan's saying, state your purpose. What is your quest? Exactly. And Rachel Maddow in general doesn't want me reading on her. She's uncomfortable with that. She's worked so hard to get credibility, and but so I tend to just, okay, yeah, I'll just let her be, whatever. But this would have a huge effect on Democrats, on the flow of political power, on the currents of political power. So I don't feel bad reading about this. Michael, there is the news with Maddow, then there's the metaphysical truth. Intuition rules truth. Oh, okay. So, there's companies here, quick, pile up the papers, move the shoes, hang the clothes in the closet, put the dishes in the dishwasher. Companies here. It's funny. But no, they're not here to see me. And my stuff's pretty clean anyway, so thank you. Rachel, we're back to Rachel. You're going to have your own show. She started, well, I don't know if she started there, but I know she was on when they tried to do a Democratic version of the talk radio. It had America in the title, I think. I can't remember. But Six of Cups. Well, she is beloved among Democrats. She just is. Yeah. So, Deborah's saying she's from the Bay Area. Cool. Page of Pentacles. Page of Cups. 10 of Cups. 9 of Wands, Chariot. Does anyone know why she's thinking about doing this? There was an article, I just didn't get to it. I have a feeling there's information here I don't know. I'm not one of those readers. I don't like reading blind. Because I don't feel I can best put the explanation in where it belongs. Because this is so fed up with the fascism and the right-wing stuff and wanting to be more outspoken, more aggressive, for the sake of the country. I wonder, are they trying to hold her back at MSNBC? I need some more information here. This is Stephen saying more time for herself and her family. Well, that's not. It wasn't in her chart, and it wasn't. If she wants to start her own channel, Air America. That was it. Thank you, Deborah. What's going on? Michael's saying behind every great commentator is an editorial staff and a corporate overlord. Maybe it's the corporate overlord that's the problem. Yep, she used to fill in for Keith Olbermann. That's true. Thank you, Susan, for reminding me. There are big issues she feels like she can't cover. This all of this stuff on the far right, it feels like some frustration that she can't do more. Hippie Sue saying negotiations are not going well. Well, King of Swords, 3 of Wands, Hierophant, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. I'm getting pages and aces. This is the beginning of something. This is absolutely the beginning of something. Something new. I can't tell if this is, it's the start of something new. She wants to go into things more in depth. I wonder if she also wants to include things for, at least some things for younger people. she wants to more aggressively do something about the far right, to really be able to I'm not getting run for office. Even though she's an Aries, she comes up as a sword card, and that's communications. It's not really it's not usually a politician's card, at least not for me. She wants to go into depth. She wants to and the whole fascist thing, it upsets all of us, but it's really getting to her that more isn't being done, that there isn't. She wants to be able to. I'm getting some harsh words behind the scenes. Okay, so all right, I'll pull through more cards. Michael saying legal counsel shut her down. Always the progress prohibitors stopping the truth. I'm getting some really harsh words, and she's not the only one. They want to do more. They want to make more of a difference. They want to go into more depth. They want more variety in format. Yeah, it's not just her. I don't know if Ari Melber is in a similar situation, but I've seen Rachel getting upset in like one of those hallways that you see sometimes behind the scenes. And I'm seeing Ari Melber, and I don't know why. Page of Swords again, pages, aces. She knows she's beloved, and she has the money to do her own stuff. And this is taking on a whole new, big step up, ambitious, new world. Wow. Get out of her way. That's get out of her way, step back, give her room. Give her room. So, all right. We'll revisit that at some point, I'm sure. Okay, so we spent about 10 minutes on that one. Okay, 1830. I just want to check in on some possible arrests soon. That would be awfully nice. Will Gaetz be arrested at the same time as other alleged co-conspirators? Whew. That's going to be ugly for Gaetz' world. And I just got this scraping, horrible energy, my third eye. It just went from this lovely Rachel Maddow fight for the truth, to Gaetz and his co-conspirator, shriveled, disgusting, selfish energy. Ugh. Hey, Lynette. Good to see you. Hello, Kay. All right. Gatesy, waitsy. So, make this one 19. Will Gaetz be arrested same time as other alleged co-conspirators? Where are you, Gaetz? Sweating. I'm getting just sweat just pouring down. You get that? He gets that kind of crazed look in his eyes, that cornered animal kind of crazed look in his eyes. But he's trying to hold it together. All right, well, is Gaetz going to be arrested at the same time as they're going after a bunch of other co-conspirators? So, Oh, can you guys, is there someone available to take care of the troll, or do I need to do something? Just let me know, please. Hermit. Oh, investigators are moving in secret behind the scenes. They are gathering, surveilling. Oh, this is details. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. The Moon. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. No, I think he's going to get arrested on his own. There are very few people in this whole thing. Even with you add this in, they're all single individuals with lots of blank area around them. He still has money and some power, but the sand is just eroding beneath him. Very absolute upset right in the middle of this. Absolute upset. And trying to fight back, but this, I'm being reminded of all of the, because it's come out with Greenberg details about what was alleged to have happened, and I'm suddenly getting all those details back in in court, hearing all of this stuff. Oh, trolls are invading. Okay, I will slow the chat then. Oh, wrong one. Need to go over here. All right, 1 second here. Date, language, short sampling, category, comments, rating. Audience, playlists, thumbnails, automatic chapters, keywords, English language. Sorry, guys, I'm not seeing category. It's not letting me. Channel, community. I'm not seeing anywhere I can do that right now. I wonder if I can't do it while I'm live. But I thought I could. Well, stinky. Let me refresh the page, see if that helps. Okay, I'll look here, and then I'll look over at customization. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just trying to see if there's a way I can turn on to slow the chat while I'm live, but I don't think I can. Oh, embedding category. Comments. Customization. Live chat replay. Slow mode. Found it. All right, slow mode is going to be at 30 seconds. We'll start there. If it gets worse. And now I know it's under customization. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your patience with me. I appreciate that. All right, so that should make that a little bit better. But now I've got to... Here we go. Questions. There we go. All right. So let me go back to All right. It says slow mode is on. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Hopefully that will help. Part 2. Gaetz part 2 at 25:30. Gaetz. So it looks like Gaetz will be arrested on his own. It won't be like a mass arrest. I don't think. It's not what it's... I don't think that's what's going on. But... three more cards. The arrest of Matt Gaetz. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. 8 of Pentacles. It feels like there are a lot of legal things already being generated, even on his side, his lawyer. Whoops. 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. This feels like it's some kind of legal, maybe I'm sure I've got the wrong term here, but legal brief. There's something. It's like, isn't it too early for stuff like that? But there's some kind of legal stuff already in motion on his side, and he's projecting and saying you don't have anything. It's like, no, actually, that's his argument. Actually, it's you who don't have anything. We have all of these records and we have all of this evidence, and they don't need to collect more evidence. Certainly not much more. It's there. It feels like things are already in motion. I hope so. Oh boy. Dave's saying, why not allow us to be members of your channel? More income and more protection. I would... I've only resisted because I wasn't sure what kind of extra benefit I could give you if you were a member. So, anyway, sure. I'm like, I'll look into it. I just, I want to give you as much as I can. Okay. Michael Cohen, since my memory is a complete sieve today. When Michael Cohen was arrested, 28:30, Cohen. When Michael Cohen was arrested, was it co-conspirator 1? Was that the name? Who was the number 1? I can't remember exactly how it was, but it was like co-conspirator 1 or something like that. I would very much like to know. Oh, thank you, Marby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dave, too. Irma saying co-defendant. But there was something, it was specific in the paperwork for Cohen when he was arrested and tried. Individual 1, co-conspirator 1, something, something, something. Anyway, basically it was individual 1. Thank you, Fi. Thank you. Rob, individual 1. Black cat. Okay, so individual 1. Arrest. Hello. If Cohen was raided, arrested, tried, and served out basically his entire sentence, or near about, is he finished out? He's nearing the end of his sentence if he hasn't already reached the end. And all that's happened, and it's now August 14th. And I need to I need to recharge my watch. It's August 14th. Hello? 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 Individual 1. It's a Cohen thing. Somebody? Oh, Pamela, the end of his sentence is actually November 22nd. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Didn't he get like 3 years or something? I can't remember what he got. Insult to injury. Yeah, that's pretty much how they worked. And that's, yeah. Lovers. 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. 2 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Stormy Daniels, anybody? Cohen had to try to close that up so that Trump could look like a family man in love with his wife. I've got legal heartache right in the middle of it. There are 3 swords. Let me see here. Individual 1. Somebody gonna arrest individual 1? Somebody? Who arrested Cohen? Does anybody know? I feel like I have more questions than answers today. Who arrested Cohen? And wouldn't that be the person who would step forward now and go, yes, Charles, thus far, the only one who told the truth was punished. Not much of an incentive. Mm-hmm. Oh, Polly Wanda, yesterday my Trump reinstatement party was a total dud. I'm sorry. Did you have Cheetos? Cheetos and hairspray? Oh, it's one of the many, many, many things that Trump did. Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Cohen broke the law. So what he went to jail for. There was investigation for he got into trouble for the payout. Here's a legal decision and it ends in a happy family, but this is just Cohen. I'm just getting Cohen. Really? All right. Don't get too annoyed. If I get too annoyed, my energy will get too I won't be able to read well. It's just the thought that all I'm getting is Cohen, and I'm not getting Trump being held accountable for this. Valerie, oh my word, this kind of unprecedented corruption takes time. Cool your jets and let it play out. I understand that thought, Valerie, but Cohen was arrested and tried. He was convicted. He has been serving his sentence for a long time. His co-conspirator, according to the paperwork, who he acted on behalf of, was freely available to face a jury of his peers on January 20th, certainly January 21st. It is now the middle of August. We're not talking about something that needs to be investigated down to the ground. It's been investigated. If I understand, Cohen is providing the information. He's not the target. I'm not saying he is. I'm confused that all I'm getting is Cohen energy, or rather I'm frustrated that all I'm getting is Cohen energy. Trump, arrested, Stormy Daniels, individual one, that whole thing. It was illegal. What he did was illegal. What Trump did was illegal. Queen of Wands. Entertainment only. Queen of Wands. 10 of Wands. Temperance. 9 of Wands. Queen of Swords. Cohen comes up as the Queen of Wands. I have no idea why. He just does. And he had all this stuff, organized it. He felt beaten up by that. He went through the legal system, and we just have to wait. All right, that's literally all I'm getting. So I'm not even picking up Trump's energy in there, which is extremely frustrating. And quite honestly, if you did not like me reading on that, you're really not going to like the next question. Because my next question is about Mueller's obstruction of justice charges. I would like to check in on the Mueller investigation, obstruction of justice, and sealed indictments. Okay. Rob is saying we will need to move on from this. Trump was shielded. There are worse things to indict 45. Maybe. I still don't think you should get a pass, though. Valerie, we're all frustrated, but assuming it's not going anywhere just isn't helpful. I didn't say it's not going anywhere. I said I'm not picking up anything. And I'm unhappy at the thought he might get away with it. But we're moving on to Mueller. 3830. All right. Mueller's sealed indictments and obstruction of justice. Okay. Energy went straight to Merrick Garland. This is good. And also, when I ask about why things haven't happened, why people haven't stepped up and made arrests and whatnot. I mean, I asked about Letitia James, and boy, I got shut down with a swiftness about step back. She is going to knock your socks off. She's going to be doing something. Leave her alone. It was like, okay, you got it. So I leave Letitia James alone now. Empress. That's America. Rita, FBI did the raid. No report on who arrested Cohen. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rita. 2 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, Knight of Knight of Wands Moon. This is Mueller did the work, but it's Barr who quieted everything down. And it's actually the interruption of this, with this going quiet, this interruption is being investigated. That's why this hasn't been revived. Because this investigation's ongoing. The blocking of this. And if you get these people on what they blocked, and you can flip them, they will also admit to other conspirators and strengthen this case. This is all. These are linked. That's why they haven't moved forward with it yet, because it's linked to. They're trying to get these people to turn, which will strengthen this case over here, as well as the original one. Okay. Alyssa's saying, so Barr's being investigated on this. Oh. Let's just straight up ask. 4130. Is Barr being investigated on the Mueller report? Well, I cut the deck and it cut to death card. I forgot what the other one was, because I just cut the deck again and I got the Fool for an Emperor. It was like Death and the Emperor and then Fool for the Emperor. Oh, thank you, Annette. I appreciate that. So is Barr being investigated for the Mueller report? Barr being investigation for his interference with the Mueller report. I'm what's coming to my head is a great big capital letter yes, but, and then it goes normal letters, but there's something bigger. There's something bigger he's being investigated for. Lovers, loyalty to the Fiera, the cult. All right, Knight of Cups. Is Bill Barr under investigation for his part in blocking the Mueller report and whatnot? All right, Democratic Knights protecting the realm, putting him on the defensive, putting the far right on the defensive. There will be judgment. There's a tower. There's the knight, the far right knights, the fascist knights, Trump knights. So from one perspective, it will look like a battle between the two sides, but that's not quite it. And I would say that they would cause a breakdown of something, except if it was this way around, I'd say they'd find a way to, there's judgment and they would find a way to bring down the situation, but it's the other way around. There is a breakdown of the whole arguments and protecting Trump and all of that. Yeah. Barr's under investigation. He's under. It feels like he's under multiple investigations, actually, for what it's worth. Oh, Katie, no, I'm sorry. That is the fourth question for today. Now we're moving on to Velma's question at 45. And the question is, will moderate, sane Republican voters start voting out the right-wing crazies in 2022? Moderate Republicans start voting out. All right, in 2022. Okay, let's have a look. Hope your day is going well. Moderate, sane Republicans. And there are some, believe it or not. I don't have an inherent hatred of Republicans. I really don't. I don't agree with them. But believe it or not, there are a handful who I could have a conversation with, but not that many. And as soon as they start talking about things that are just flat out not real, we're done. Will moderate Republicans start voting out the extremists in 2022? Extremist right wing. Like Whigs and Tories. Okay, far right on the defensive. Okay. They think they've got the upper hand. They think they've got the high ground, but oh no. Oh, nay. Oh, nay. Greta saying your parents are Republican, correct? Correct. But I love them. M. Daly? M. Daly. Hello. Sorry. I'm not quite sure how to say your name. Page of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Temperance. Yes. Probably not enough. Because they're going to be seeing if this was a King of Pentacles in the middle of these two, I'd say, oh no, it's going to be a Republican United Front. But this is a prosecutor, an investigator. This is the law. This can also be administrative, medical stuff, like Dr. Fauci, those kind of people. Very much getting in the way of a unified Republican Party. Because they're fed up with the extremism and the lies. And they want to, there are going to be some there are going to be some moving toward temperance. Because there's more coming out. They're just, I've said this for a while, it feels like 2021, the year of indictments, and 2022 is the year of court cases. That's what it feels like. Thank you, Marcia. You guys are so sweet. All right, well, that's good news. We'll take it. We'll take good news. There's not going to reach a point where everybody in the country or the vast majority of everyone in the country is going to be of one party. It's just not going to happen. So if we could just pull them back from fascism, just a little we'll step back, just a little. It's nice here. It's nice over here without fascism. Lovely. You should try it. It's very relaxing. Would you like a coffee? So, all right. Oh, yoy. Afghanistan. This is going to be icky. All right. McConnell, thank you, Kristen, for your fantastic headlines. Thank you. McConnell calls for U.S. airstrikes to stop the Taliban advance. And then I saw in the chat some people were saying some airstrikes have already happened to slow the Taliban advance. So how mired in this are we going to get? These fell out. How mired in this are we going to get? We've already paid with blood and treasure. But we fought. But we fought this corruption, but the corruption is still there. I'm just making sure I spread these out. Okay. So, Katie's coffee is nice. Good. I'm afraid this will be a right-wing talking point blaming Biden for doing this withdrawal wrong. There was no way to do it right. I honestly believe that. This is a no-win situation. Doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Doesn't mean we shouldn't try to help people. But a lot of the stuff that's happened over the last 20 years, Afghanistan, oh, in the U.S. Dave's saying they sent the rapid response team. Their missions are always short term. Okay. Valerie's saying Trump started the withdrawal. Yeah. Republicans. Afghanistan and the U.S. That's not like Afghani warlords or something. No, that's Republicans for the reading. 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Hierophant, Page of Wands, 2 of Swords. We tried to help. We'll go back to help if we need to a certain extent, to try to shore up their own defenses. But they have to. It's up to them. There's only so much we can do. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm sorry I disturbed the kitty too. Sorry, sweetheart. Did not mean to disturb the kitty. Hope is asking, does anyone know if members of the Taliban are vaccinated? Are they anti-vaccination? Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, what happens in Afghanistan? Yeah, I know it's kind of a big question to ask, but in general, Wheel of Fortune, up and down fate, tumults, long-term, Moon, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. There's chaos, but there's something about money being thrown at it. I don't know if this is, if there's more of a mercenary force, if there's just money for infrastructure win back the hearts and minds. I mean, that's one of the ways that the Taliban originally got a lot of their acceptance was when the government was breaking down. They would get the trash collection going, keep trash pickup going, keep all these basics, water, keep all of these basics going and whatnot. So if there's more of that, where you don't have to accept your daughters being ripped out of homes to be put in forced marriages to get the garbage picked up and some water, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this instead. I've got happy families here, but this is a big, complicated, long-term issue. This can help, but and there will be a better outcome in future. It actually feels like technology over the course of the next, I don't know, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, this century, something. It's technology advances to such an extent, and young people using it and what have you, that it just reaches a point where there are very few hidden places in the world left, and there are very few places where it's like young women being educated, because of course they're being educated. You don't have these tight, ignorant conclaves. Does that make sense? Okay, well, $57.30 while I'm here. There was a question about, Vicky was asking about the translators. Will the translators get out safely? Their families. Ace of Cups, very, very emotional, of course. Four of Wands. It's the vacation or retirement card, but it's also the amnesty, asylum. Hermit, Ten of Cups. These are good cards. This is very smartly, very sneakily getting people out under cover of night kind of thing. This is good. This is good energy. It's very emotional. I'm sure there will be stories told about it. But I've got good energy here, so I'll take it. Oh yeah, the Afghanis are people. They're just people. I agree. Floating Lotus, yeah. They're not terrible. They're humans just like us. Yeah. Robin, can you accept Cash App? I don't know what that is. Sorry. Vicky, those are great cards. Yes, it's good to see. It's good to see. Yeah, I'm getting a really lovely mental image of like Afghanistan in future, where there's a mix of traditions, traditional dress, kind of traditional architecture, but there's this very modern, educated feel to it, and some very, very bright women are going to come out of Afghanistan. Absolute credit to humanity I don't see them even wearing head coverings, to be honest. I know that's the religion. I'm not saying nobody should be wearing head coverings. No, that's not my choice. I'm just seeing young women, not like really, really young, but young women wearing more like fashionable traditional clothes. But they're laughing and they're talking to each other and they're very well educated. That's the mental image I'm getting. So I don't know. Oh, I don't know, Fire Sky. I don't know. Okay. Kevin had a question. Hey, Kevin. I hope the move's going well. Health insurance. 101:30. Will health insurance companies ever deny the unvaccinated coverage? Will health insurance companies deny the unvaccinated coverage? Health insurance companies. Four of Pentacles. Well, let's face it, the entire healthcare industry has been slammed. I lived in Baton Rouge off and on for about a decade. And my mother even worked at Our Lady of the Lake, the regional medical center there. She was in the accounting department. And it was funny. I always loved it. I'd go to the few times I went to see her at work. You'd walk into this room and there were like 6 or 7 desks in this big room, just sitting out. And it was like, oh, okay, people at this desk, people at that desk. And then there was a desk down there that must have been an extra or something, because it had like nothing on it. No paperwork, no. That was my mom's desk. Because she wasn't working, oh, nay. Because it was done, things were completed, and things were organized and put away where they belonged. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, the whole concept of looking busy always annoyed the heck out of me. Because it's like, I don't need to look busy. I do the work. I get it done. I give 110%. I always give 110%. That's how it is. I'm not going to pretend to be working when you're here because I've actually finished everything I was supposed to do. And then some. Yeah, bosses didn't like that, but Mel, he graduated from LSU, small world. Ah, nice. Go Tigers. Let's see here. Page of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Hierophant. Page of Swords. Lovers. You will notice I am reading on the health insurance industry here. Not a cup in sight. Not a thing here about actual care. It's about money. And money, the whole healthcare system is just really suffering right now. This is the institution. That's the healthcare companies. And this is vaccination. This person's had a vaccination, and is welcome, part of the group, loved, part of society, this kind of thing. We love people. You have to join the it's not a cult, but this is a card I get for like the Trump cult. Well, this would be the group, the bigger grouping where it's very important to be vaccinated. And if you're a part of that, that's good, because the so yeah, I think eventually there will reach a point where there will be some healthcare companies saying, no, if you're not vaccinated, you're not willing to get vaccinated, and you can leak, you don't have a health condition that says you shouldn't. Yeah. It's so hard to get so hard to afford health insurance in the US to begin with. We were already in a bad situation. And it's even worse. So anyway, the reason I brought up Baton Rouge was I was watching basically the person running things at Our Lady of the Lake Regional Medical Center in Baton Rouge. She was just talking about how it's worse than it was last year. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Younger people getting sick. There was somebody I know who lives in another part of Louisiana who was saying that there was an offer at one point. They were so desperate for nurses, they were offering something like $800 an hour. Yeah, I don't know how many hours you get, and I don't know what the whole situation there is, but man, I mean, and it's anecdotal, so I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard. I mean, it's just so desperate. So, man. Okay. Health insurance. Okay, so we got that. Okay. Now we get into a touchy subject, kind of literally. Marie, temp agencies are asking $236 an hour. I believe it. Yep. Awful. So, all right, we're moving on to a different topic, and I'm gonna just say this right now. Okay, I'm gonna read on this because there was even like some pushback in the chat, so I'm not gonna use any names. Somebody was asking, someone was saying that it's in the news that Texas is the first state to make paying for sleepovers a felony. I try to keep the channel clean as I can. Texas is the first state to make sleepovers a felony. Someone else was saying, so they think they can legislate the world's oldest profession? What hubris. Okay, so I feel like with this kind of topic coming up, there's something I need to just make very clear. I'm not going to take the side of live and let live on this one, because of trafficking, because of the horrible conditions, the abuse, the forced drug use, the forced addiction, all of these horrors that come with it. And a lot of it starts with the children. And I'm not okay with that. I'm not going to be okay with that. Are there adult women or men who choose that this is what they're going to do and go? That's live and let live. But that is a small percentage of this bigger problem. So when it comes to the world's oldest profession, I'm very anti the world's oldest profession. And funny how it's always the victims, the people treated the worst in the situation, who end up in legal problems, whereas the men are swanning around doing absolutely nothing. I disagree. I'm sorry, Browen, but trafficking is saying trafficking is a result of the prohibition on legitimate adult work. No. It could help if it was legalized, regulated, and that could help. But child trafficking and double standards. Yes, Sandra. And it's, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to read on this. Texas has finally decided to make this a felony. And please make it the people paying who get done for the felony. Maybe a difference. Secrets. Hidden. Women hiding. Doing things in the hidden ways. Hidden places. Yes, it is all over the world. Paying for it. Hermit. 8 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. What it feels like is the point isn't to try to make a big difference overall. The point is to be able to flip the traffickers. You get people lower on the rungs with traffickers. You want to be able to flip them on people above them. So you need, if you make it a felony, then it's not just a misdemeanor. You're more likely to get people to flip on higher ups. It's a way to fight trafficking. That's what it feels like. There's a plan here. It's not going to make any difference on the ground to speak of. Children. Okay, number 9. Well, it's number 9 there. I've actually done more than 9, but it's actually number 11. Jayla was asking about the attacks on board members, specifically school board members at 114. All right, attacks on school board members and attacks. J-Lo's saying attacks on school board members already going on. Scary. Yes, let's ask about that. Oh, okay, so this is what I do. I come here every day and we read on this kind of stuff, and it causes some ire and it causes some disagreement sometimes, but that's okay. We'll get through it. We're in this together. And now I need to read on attacks on school board members. Is this kind of violence going to continue or get worse? Page of Pentacles. Those are kids, parents who, Republican parents, far-right parents. Four of Swords, Knight of Cups. This should not be a problem. Chariot. Knight of Swords. High Priestess. This didn't used to be a thing. And you just get regular old security, you'd be fine. But this is the two cards of aggressive law enforcement. And this is the card of higher wisdom, but also secrets. So the energy is ramping up. But it's the law enforcement energy that's ramping up. So hopefully that just means taking the threats more seriously, the secret threats. That could be good. Whew, contentious stuff today. See, Torino, you need a hug from Boo Boo. I do, but he's not. He left. He was like, oh, I had enough of this. He was over here, but no, he's not even in here now. But that would be nice. Justice. Okay, this is okay. Threats are being taken more seriously. There will be a law enforcement response. Much more than it used to, yes. And you start making threats, you start throwing things out there, you will be answering for it. Good. They're taking these threats more seriously. Law enforcement is acting to stop people from actually going through with the threats. I like it. I'll take it. That works for me. Okay. Musical Neptunian is kind of making fun of me for trying to keep the going to extreme lengths to try to keep the channel as clean as possible, but it's also trying to keep the energy up here so that we can dip down into this grossness and then come back up. I know there are other readers, they're fine, they just do the thing and go on, but I need to stay, I need to go up here and then go in the gunk, but then I need to get out of it. So there needs to be an out of it. Anyway, so that was the attacks. Okay, Janelle had a question. Janelle had a question at 119. Is the DOJ investigating people who funded January 6th? Let's have a look at that. Oh, Holly says my little rooster is crowing. Oh. It's very sweet. Definitely saying we need something light. I agree. But 1930. It's the DOJ investigating people who funded the whole January 6th insurrection. I'm getting a big old yep. Two of Swords. Yeah, it actually feels like Merrick Garland telling someone if they spent money on this attack, like they're in, like it we're not like he didn't say like they're in trouble, but go get them, or they're not going to get away with it, that kind of thing, something like that. This was the victory of the far right and Republicans who supported them. Where'd the money come from? There's a lack of money, and this wouldn't have been possible without the money behind it, and there was money behind it. So yes, they're working backwards. Who gave they didn't have the money to do this, but some people did. So who was behind it? Yes, this is being investigated. I'm just getting a very clear yes, this is being investigated. So, good. Janelle is also asking, will there be any changes in the Supreme Court in the next 6 months at 1/21/30? Changes in SCOTUS in the next 6 months. Let's just do through the end of the year, if that's okay. 4 months. Let's just say in 2021. End of the year has a lot more energetic pull. And Tara wasn't good with time, so will there be a change in the composition of the Supreme Court in the rest of 2021? Supreme Court. There are people still missing Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Her energy's still there. People missing her. Okay, sitting pretty. 9 of Pentacles. Yep, they are fairly right-leaning at this point. 2 of Pentacles, Moon. 4 of Swords, Temperance, and Judgment. Well, in the center, this is quiet as a tomb, but it's next to Temperance, not Death. And then there's Judgment here, which makes me wonder if next year, if there's something about the election. Is it something about the election helping to make a difference in what goes on after that? Let's see if I can get any more information. Yeah, we're all missing Ruth. Supreme Court. Major changes in 2021. Lots of arguments back and forth, important cases. Fair enough. That's not surprising. Temperance again. Page of Swords. Judgment again. Okay. Judgment card right there. What's the Judgment card? It's right here, so you can't tell me Judgment again as the outcome or what's really going on. What is the judgment? What kind of judgment? What kind of judgment? Supreme Court changes for the rest of the year. Again, right wing. 3 of Pentacles, the Sun. I wonder if there's going to be more talk. I think there's going to be more talk about I like beer. The plan, how they got him in there, the rushing things through, but things coming to light. A far-right victory. Card for the reading high. Knight of the Republicans here, and this being judgment. I wonder if I like beer is going to be in trouble. What do you think? What do you think? He says, I don't care. I just want to lie down. Here, just lie down. We have one more question, but we don't have to do it. Yes, just lie down. It's okay. All right, the last question is about the IRS. Steve had a question. So it's going to be at 126. Don't knock the cards over, please. 26. IRS. How's the IRS doing? What do you think? Just lie down. Just lie down. We're looking at the IRS. Oh, okay. Or you can get down. Whatever works for you. Big old sweetheart. Oh, a clump of his fur is caught in an air current. And he's trying to swipe it out of the air. It is the cutest thing you've ever seen. Bobo to the rescue. Yes. IRS. How's the IRS doing? Overworked, underfunded, insult to injury. It's a very thankless job. Queen of Swords, Hierophant, Tower, Eight of Cups, King of Wands. So there are going to be investigations, all kinds of investigations of things done during Trump's reign. Why am I just doing this in a sing-song voice? I don't know. It just feels like, batten down the hatches. Yeah, there's the investigation. Big investigations of the institution. Not good. Not good for the country. That things that were not good. This is evidence about things that Trump did. It's a thankless job in general. It's working, but it's a thankless job. They're wildly underfunded. And there are going to be some big investigations. So, yes, Catherine, BBZK, fluff fighter. Yes, he is. We made it. Okay. 14 questions. Done. Okay. We can come out of the muck now. Enjoy the petunias. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy spending time with you guys, and your sense of humor, and thank you. Your kindness means a lot. It really does. All right. So I hope the rest of your day goes really well. Fantastic job. Well, thank you, Cicciarino. Oh, thank you, Steve. Oh, thank you, Kevin. That was very sweet of you. It was hard today, Judy. I agree. But things are going to be okay. Things are going to be okay. There are good days ahead. There are. Thank you, Holly. All right. Hang in there. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over at Book Art Media, the Book Art Media channel as usual. You're always welcome. Thank you, Thelma. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. But I will be over at the Book Art Media channel at 4 o'clock, so in an hour and a quarter. And other than that, I will be back here tomorrow because I am here 365 days of the year to take your questions, and we're going to get through it for a better tomorrow, better future, good days ahead. Hang in there, and I will see you